It was Sunday night in Pietermaritzburg. The city was already cloaked in darkness, with only the street lamps casting a dim glow on the empty streets. The air was cool and crisp, a perfect night for a quiet jog. I had spent the entire evening at the library, buried in books and notes. The library was a sanctuary of knowledge, but now it was time to leave. The building was illuminated, standing as a beacon in the night. I needed to get back to college. The pathway leading to the campus was quiet, with only the occasional rustle of leaves breaking the silence. The entrance to the college stood in the distance, a familiar sight. Unfortunately, there were no buses running this late. The bus stop was deserted, and the schedule board confirmed my fears. I was left with no other option but to find another way back. Figured I'd just jog back. It wasn't that far, and the night was inviting. The streets were quiet, and the rhythmic sound of my footsteps echoed in the stillness. It was a peaceful end to a productive evening. Getting close to college, streetlights were dimmer here, lots of shadows. Decided to use the pavement, safer than the road, heard footsteps behind me, getting closer. Two guys, coming up fast. I could hear their footsteps pounding on the pavement behind me, getting louder and louder with each passing second. My mind was racing, trying to figure out what to do next. One pulled out a bush knife. The glint of the blade caught my eye, sending a shiver down my spine. It was clear they meant business, and I had to make a decision quickly. My heart jumped. This was bad. Really bad. I could feel the adrenaline surging through my veins, my body preparing for what was to come. Fight or flight, the age-old instinct kicked in. Really bad. Didn't even think. Just ran. Fastest I've ever run. My legs were moving on their own, driven by pure fear. I could see the college gate in the distance, my only hope for safety. Every muscle in my body was screaming, but I couldn't stop. Not now. Not when my life depended on it. College gate was right there. Flung myself through. I could feel my heart pounding in my chest, each beat echoing the urgency of my escape. The gate, a symbol of safety and refuge, was my only focus. I didn't dare look back. Students were hanging out. Safe. They were laughing, chatting, completely unaware of the chaos that had just unfolded. Their carefree demeanor was a stark contrast to the adrenaline-fueled panic I had just experienced. It was like stepping into a different world, one where danger didn't exist. The two guys just walked away, like nothing happened. Their nonchalance was infuriating. How could they act so normal after what they had done? It was as if they had no conscience, no sense of the fear they had instilled in me. I watched them disappear into the distance, my mind racing with questions. I just stood there, catching my breath. My legs felt like jelly, and my lungs burned from the exertion. The relief of being safe was overwhelming, but so was the exhaustion. I leaned against a nearby tree, trying to steady my breathing and calm my racing heart. I was a marathon runner, you know. Guess it paid off. This time. All those hours of training, the countless miles run, had prepared me for this moment. I never thought I'd be using my skills to escape danger, but here I was, grateful for every grueling practice session. I knew I had to stay vigilant, but for now, I allowed myself a moment of respite.